All right, so another example to give you for division, I will include an imaginary number portion in the numerator this time. So we'll give you 5 minus I divided by negative 7 plus 2I. And you still want to start by multiplying the denominator by its conjugate and the numerator also by its conjugate. All right, so begin with that same method. So the numerator you can think about using the FOIL methods or distributive property. If you use the FOIL method, you'd multiply 5 times negative 7 to get negative 35. And then the 5 times negative 2I, so minus 10I. And the negative I times negative 7 plus 7I. And negative I times negative 2I, so plus 2I squared. And we'll simplify that after we multiply the denominator. You'd multiply negative 7 times negative 7 for the first, 49. And then the outer two, so negative 7 times negative 2I plus 14I. All right, let me see. That didn't come out as a very good 14, I guess. And then the inner 2I times negative 7 minus 14I. And then the last two terms, you multiply 2I times the negative 2I, so minus 4I squared. So I did both of those just using FOIL in the numerator and denominator. This time around, you can also multiply with distributive property as well and get the same results. The numerator can be simplified by combining some like terms. Negative 10I and 7I are like terms. Combined, they make negative 3I. And I squared is negative 1. We're going to use that in a moment. In the denominator, 49, but the 14I minus 14I is 0, so then you're just left with 49 minus 4I squared. I squared is negative 1, so we can still simplify both numerator and denominator a little more. That would be 2 times negative 1. And in the denominator, you'd have 4 times negative 1. So that in the numerator, negative 35. And now this negative 2, right, is minus 2. I can collect those like terms. Minus 3I. And 49 plus 4 would become the denominator. Of course, you can add those ahead of this. You don't have to write all this. Negative 35 minus 2 is negative 37. So that's negative 37 minus 3I in the numerator. 49 plus 4 would give you 53 in the denominator. And that gets rid of the I imaginary part in that denominator. And so lastly, you can rewrite this in the A plus BI form. You'll find that some of the answers in the textbooks are like this. So since they have the same denominator, 53, it can be rewritten like this in the A plus BI form.